What's going on, y'all? Not the real Will Smith, and another for your mother. I made another financial decision that probably put me in a hardship, but it's all good because it's for the channel, it's for the love, man. It's for y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out, we over 10K subs now. My newest purchase, my newest financial headache, 2010 Kia Forte Coupe. First things first. Yes, we still have the Lexus. It's a used car. And with any used car, it's just a hoopty too. I paid not that much money for it. It comes with some issues. Yeah. So that's how I got it. Obviously this is missing. I'll just get one on Amazon or something. I don't know. But I want to show you guys why we're making this video now. Let's see. One key fob needs a battery. I can tell it is in fact a 6-speed manual. All right, as you guys can tell, we do in fact have a check engine light. I'm going to show you guys what it is for. So this is the top down, I want to say 5,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, RT Diag 500. Sorry, got this off of Amazon. I believe about 150 was on sale. Went ahead and just snagged this thing up. Really use it for the Lexus, but for the purpose of the Kia, it'll do just fine. The Lexus has way more sensors, so I need it for that. As you can tell, battery's running just fine. It was a little low yesterday, but the alternator did its job. Charged it right on up. We're gonna run VIN. We're gonna press auto VIN, so I don't have to look for this vehicle specifically myself. It is reading. That is the VIN. This is a Kia Forte Coupe, 2.4 liter. Okay. We want to do an auto scan. And we want to do auto scan one more time. And as you guys can tell, we have two different faults. Everything else seems okay. Click on this. Read DCTs. P0014 and P0017. Alright. So P0014. You guys can read this for yourselves. Essentially on Kia Fortes, doesn't matter. 2.4, 2.0 liter, typically the 4 cylinders. You're gonna have a continuously variable valve timing, right? And it's a sensor. Forgot what the abbreviation is, but anyways, we're replacing that today, and that will make the check engine light go off. It is a sensor. Anything past a sensor could be a potential timing chain or a timing belt issue, but we're going to start basic. I read up about it, and I bought the part already, about $160 from AutoZone. I didn't want to wait on it because, like I said, I just got the vehicle, and I want this to be a daily driver. I don't want it to sit here until I can get into shop and stuff. So we're going to diagnose it ourselves. So this is the part number, if you guys are curious. Again, this is 2010 Kia Forte Duralast. This is a VVT solenoid, a variable valve timing solenoid. I'm going to show you guys exactly where it's at on this vehicle. Now, there's two different ones. You have one that is for the exhaust, and one that's for the air. One goes in the front, which is right here. That's not the one we're replacing right now. And then you have one in the rear. If you come to the back, and it's right here where this line runs. You disconnect it, and if you guys come, hope you guys can see the bolt right here. Be careful, because got the heat guard, heat shield right here for the headers. I don't want to get burnt. But essentially disconnected. Yes, you can clean it. There's videos on how to clean it, but I don't like having to worry about it in the future, so I'm just going to change it out. This can happen sometimes from engine sludge, obviously a vehicle jumping time and things like that, but I'm not experiencing any misfires, any jerkiness besides my terrible shifting, because I'm still learning the clutch feel of the pedal. But other than that, the engine ran fine. I drove it for 5 hours yesterday. I drove it a little bit this morning. It's perfectly fine. So like I said, I just believe it's a sensor, and I obviously don't want it to get worse. So we're gonna start there. All right, so off camera, I disconnected the connector piece. Use like a flathead or something to push up in here. Don't yank it off. It's very, you know, fragile. The connections look good, but I'll spray it out off camera. From there, this is the solenoid, right? And that's a connector piece that I just disconnected. Underneath it was the screw, and it's actually a star bit. It's a T30, looks like that. Same thing as this one right here. So again, we're doing the one for the exhaust, not the one for the air. Air goes in, comes through the engine, does its thing, goes out. This is the bit I use, T30. Connected to there, had a little extension on here, comes off, right? Don't be like me and let the car cool down, because now it's like I'm having trouble getting it out. My advice for you guys is just get a vice grip, get up on this metal part right here. This is the plastic part, metal part right here, and wiggle back and forth. Like it's wiggling a little bit, but it's so hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit and then I'll pop it out. All right, finally popped it out. That's what it looks like. These rubber seals right here is actually what keeps it in place. That's what makes it hard when it's coming out. But like I said, this metal part, wiggled it out. I got some vice grips, pried on it from here, and it just popped right out. I'm gonna get the other one. We're just gonna do reverse. So set that there. All right, here's a new one. It already has some kind of grease on there. You can see the shininess on there. It's in the bag a little bit too. Compare it next to this one. Make sure they're the same length. Make sure they have the same connection. They seem to have the same. Definitely gonna replace that one now for sure. And let's say reverse. Put it back in right there. Wiggle the thing in there. Make sure this part is facing downward. And you'll connect your star bit back. Right where they line up. Make sure it's all the way in. Connect your connector, and you're good to go. All right, last thing I'm gonna do is reset this and just drive the vehicle. About like 2 cycles, I drive to location, cut the vehicle off, cut it back on, drive again, and just see if this comes back on. So, read DCTs again, clear DCTs, condition ignition on and engine off. All right, ignition on. So, ignition's on. DCTs have been successfully cleared. Turn off ignition. Wait 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it back on. Turn on the engine, ignition. Okay. No trouble codes. So we're gonna see. I drive. I'll drive for a little bit, and then I will test it out again. I'm gonna leave this connected.